I think, bringing students together from different schools, 3 different schools and families, and then staff from across the district coming together to create a new identity, a new culture, was a really powerful experience. For me, personally, professionally, but I think for all involved, it was an amazing amount of teamwork to pull that off, and district staff, school staff, and families alike worked really hard together to create that vision, set the direction, and make it real. I think the community, a strong sense of community, was probably the highest value that we held, because we knew without having that strong sense of community, all else that we wanted to do to create a powerful learning environment for students wouldn't happen unless we had that strong community where kids really felt like they belonged. So that was a key value for the staff, and they worked very hard at making that happen throughout that first year, but on and on each year after. We had parents day one pitching in when we didn't have our traffic patterns quite figured out yet. When kids were coming to school those first few days, when we were working on our routines, we had parents that were out there directing traffic, walking kids into class, checking kids off. They all came together and pitched in right alongside staff. So it was a real good way to start building that strong sense of community.
My name's Jenny Sink. I am currently the principal at Fairfield Elementary School, but 10 years ago I had the opportunity to be on the core team that opened up and started Prairie Mountain. I think being a part of the core team was one of the greatest experiences I've had as an educator, working with 6 other amazing women teachers, administrators, and being able to sit down and dream about what the perfect school would look like, and perfect for kids. So brainstorming around the question, what do we believe about teaching kids, and what do we believe about how to make kids successful learners, and just our thoughts all compiled together, and from that creating a mission and a vision for our Prairie Mountain kids. And I think one of the best things about being a teacher at Prairie Mountain was the fact that Sarah Tyser, our principal at the time, encouraged us to be risk takers, because she realized that if we could model risk taking to our kids, then they would be risk takers. And the trust that she had, we did animal museums, and we put on carnivals, and we had sleepovers, and teachers just loved giving everything they could to their kids, and the experiences that created for our kids encouraged them to love school and want to be successful. And that's why Prairie Mountain is a great school still 10 years later.
I'm Ray Bradshaw. I was a project manager during the construction of this building. The school was designed to be built in 2 phases, the elementary wing and then later the middle school wing. We had a lot of water problems in here to start with, and things didn't go quite the way they should have, but we didn't lose any instructional time. Everything started when it was supposed to, and in the end it worked out quite well, but people had to adapt to a number of things.
My name is Lenore Davis Woods, and I've been here since the start of the school. I remember walking in the week before school opened, and there were, ceiling panels taken out, men with arc welders, no flooring, cement floors. It was pretty exciting, wires dangling, and only half of the actual physical building was here. The secretaries and our principal had their offices in the hallway down at the elementary end, and that's where the school ended. So it's very exciting times, and we drew kids from all over the district, and we were trying to build them into a cohesive whole. So we had a lot of excitement, a lot of challenges, but it was exciting. It was great.
I'm Ann Burgess, and I have been at Prairie Mountain since before it was built. I was part of the original core team along with 5 other classroom teachers, Sarah Tyser, a school secretary, and a special ed teacher. So I've been here a long time. We didn't have any tile or carpet on the floor. We had rough, cracked concrete floors, and that was the situation through much of the first year until I think winter break, when they started laying down tile. And so while we wanted our students to be really excited about their beautiful new school, they did not have a beautiful new floor. So we thought about that, and you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So that's what we did. We decided we would create our own personal timeline, or rather time capsule for Prairie Mountain. And every student got, I think it was a 9 by 12 rectangle along the walls of the original elementary school, and they could design whatever they wanted, and we painted murals on the floor. So if you ever rip up the tile of the original Prairie Mountain School, you will find that there are murals lining the walls everywhere. A giant mural in the music room and a giant mural in the library, and students really had a great time. It was a really special thing to do, and in a way there was some sadness when we had to cover those up and put the tiles on the floor.
Right, hi, I'm Wendy Elwood, and I've been at Prairie Mountain since it first began back in 2002. I was part of the core team, the planning team, and I've taught first grade, second grade, and third grade since I've been here. And as I stand out here on a warm sunny day before school starts, I remember when we named the school, and the team came over, all of us, and all of us being 5 of us, we put on hard hats and we walked to about where I'm standing here. And the builder was standing with us, and we scanned out over the fields to my right, and he was telling us the names of the mountains. One was the highest mountain in the coastal range in this area is Mary's Peak, and then he said the next one is Prairie Mountain. We all looked at each other and said, that's a great name for this school. Let's use Prairie Mountain.
We really talked a lot about hopes and dreams, and those hopes and dreams came from families, community members, our staff, about what they wanted our school to be, what they wanted Prairie Mountain to be. And over time, it evolved from year one. Each year it grew in terms of size, but also in terms of creating that vision and that direction, adding programs, and it's continued to grow and flourish over 10 years now. And as you look forward, future forward, I wish you the very best, and I know that you'll continue to make Prairie Mountain a wonderful place for all to learn and grow and teach. So have a wonderful celebration and a future at Prairie Mountain.